Is the oncoming storm. One of the things I always hear people asking is, how are you getting through these events? How are you making their way through this? What kind of choices are there to make?
I'm ready for more, whenever you are. I'm ready for more.
Just like I did once.
Up for some games? I hope you don't mind. I play a little rough. Up for some games? I hope you don't mind. I play a little rough. Did you know it is a great
We're gonna go walk through Dungeon Descent. Looks like we got nothing that's ready to go.
The guardians of the Elder Woods are ever watchful.
It's very important, in my mind, to keep producing.
Did you know it is a great honor to be invited into an Orc Maiden's chamber?
It's one of the reasons I don't go off of things like this. So, let's see Dungeon Descent. Today at least, we're going to use what has been my regular team for progression. I tend to start off by digging my way through and opening as many tiles as I can before I kill anything. Go through. And you're usually looking for all, but it will take increases the damage of the back line. In this case, sadly, there's still this bug. Don't panic, just grab whatever's there and move on. Alright, so the one that's most likely to open the biggest slots I know a lot of people have different ideas for this, so we just increase the health of the row of teammates. Didn't have a choice there. Back row, we're not running any assassins on our team. Front row has more DPS for my team, so we're going to take that. Total damage. We'll take total damage whenever that's what's offered. Like I said, this is about trying to hit as many of these with as few fights as possible. Reduces damage taken by your tank champions can be a good one too, if only to keep your F-Lion alive. Front row, back row. I lean towards attack. I don't know that there's any difference, but that's the one I tend to choose. Alright, we have attack speed, health, and total damage. I like to pick attack speed. It's just a personal preference. My team is based around just doing more damage. As you can see, I don't get into a lot of heavy thought moving through these. It's just, how do we break through? And of course, we still have the bug, which is preventing everybody from making choices. That one made it very easy. It was just damage all. Alright, so we get down to, we still haven't found the one that opens. I tend to just start at the bottom and work my way up then. I do see that there's reduced damage taken by your tank, but reduces the health of all enemies is along the same lines as increasing attack. So that's where I'm going to lean. And that's total damage reduction of your back row. Alright, there's no reason to hit this guy. So let's do the one on top. We're only going to be able to hit them one at a time here on out. Attack in the back row. And we finally found him. So we're going to go ahead and deal with the boss. When we're in the top 5 rows, I tend not to worry too much. Alright, reducing the attack of all enemies is minor. Increases health of all teammates. See, my personal preference here is still attack speed. Attack speed's one of the ones that you're going to be okay with. So we just work our way across, and I tend to move in diagonals across the board to uncover as much as possible. As you can see, it's just about collecting everything you can while not wasting a lot of time. whatever your progression team is, that's who you should be taking on these runs. Because your progression team is somebody you're already familiar with. Alright, we can increase the damage of our mage and marksman champions by 10%, which is very good, or increase the attack of all teammates by 5%. Since the only DPS I'm running with on this team is mages and marksmen, I can take this. And we keep going. Alright, so this will open 2. And we found him. Alright, we've got a heal, revive here. Take a look at the team in this case. I don't see any Luxes. Most of the time, if you're going to have a problem, it's going to be from them. I'll usually take attack speed up to 5 times in the run. Now, I could have just hit that one to keep going, but I like to pull as many of the buffs as I can out of the blocks. In this case, we found our guy. So now we just go collect everything. I don't think it's a good idea for you to spend the time hitting every single unit on every floor, even at the start. I simply don't. As you can see, reduce the health of all enemies. There's just odd stalls. Sent sometimes. So all you can do is restart. It happens. Don't panic. Just restart the game, close it out, do a restart. Now, if you get this, it could be because there's a server maintenance that's going on, or something else has happened in that regard. There's no sense in sitting here making a long process out of it. So, we're going to end this video here, and I will take you on the next step of Dungeon Descent later on. You have a good day. So this was the oncoming storm, and we're going back to continue our dungeon descent. We're on the 3rd floor. Like I said, we'll grab what we can, then we're going to hit the boss. And that right there is why I pick aggressive, hard-hitting teams. And I push them. Let's see. Reduces the damage taken by trend champions. Increases the total damage reduction to teammates in the back row. Increases energy recovery of mage champions by 20%. That results in more ultimates as you're going through until you get the rage potion. So we're going to do that. Remember I told you I like to open as many as I can first. This is the pain-free method of opening up everything we can. So, alright. What do we got? Health of all enemies for 10%. I'm going to take that. The tank champion would have been good too. Alright, what do we got? Reduces the attack of all enemies by 15%. Increases the defense of teammates in the front row. Well, if the choice is defense or they can't do the damage in the first place, I pick they can't do the damage in the first place. Alright, moving on. Reduces the health of all enemies by 5%. We're doing that again. We have defense, reduction of defense. But let's do reduction of defense on all enemies. Because although defense doesn't seem to work right for us, it does seem to work right for the AI. Alright, I want to kill the Luxuriant first. So I'm going to put all my DPS aiming right at her. And go. That worked out okay. Total damage of all teammates by 10%. There you go. Check and see if anything you've got open is there. Hit your heals. And go on to dungeon to the safe area. Alright, so we get our reward. And everybody will tell you to take the 90%. I'm going to tell you that the 80% is not a bad deal. And I take them. Because if I buy 150 of these, I have a guaranteed 300 intimacy. If I wait for the intimacy pack during the event, I have a random grouping that can result in 325 intimacy. But you can also get 250 intimacy for your $5.99. Or you can get up to 400. Just because the law of averages puts you slightly above 300, having the guaranteed we've got them their purchased earrings ready to go is not bad. Alright, so now let's take a look, see what we've got. We do not have the Rage Potion. So we are going to try going out. Let's see. And we'll start from the safe level again. Current level. And as you can see, that changes these up. This is 20% to all champions, but I want the Rage Potion because it changes things up. So we'll go right back out. Do you want to start from the safe level? Yes, I do. Back in. How many times will it take? No, sometimes this will take a while. But as you can see, they keep changing. Health of teammates, we certainly do not want. I believe. Now, this one, the energy gem. When a friendly champion casts an ultimate skill, it recovers 100% energy within 5 seconds. That's the other thing I want to go with my Rage Potion. Because if you have those two pieces together, you're going to have your runs continually be ultimate, ultimate, ultimate. It's just the perfect combination. So, we're going to buy the energy gem. Do we want the scepter? Reduces the attack of all enemies. Don't need to bother. We're going to hit things hard. Alright, and we can buy that. Alright. And we go on. And this is how I present and go through the dungeon descent. Make sure you've opened everything you can. Hit the boss. Again, make sure your DPS is going to hit the material quickly. And we're off. What do we get? I just have to take the attack of all. Pick up what's left. And we're out of here. Next level. And we try, but we know that's not going to work. Okay. I increase attack or reduce health or pick up one of the ones that's actually going to change the way this plays. Those are the choices that I tend to make going through Dungeon Descent. Also, I definitely do not recommend I do not recommend whenever you finish a fight Alright, in this case we're going to go ahead and use that and help our female lionstone. Don't have anything that needs saved. We'll hit this. Alright. Total damage reduction of all teammates by 10%. There we go. Alright. This will clear the most. I want to move the F-Lion out of the main site here, because she'll get hit by that Sally Horn and take out their Lionstone. One of the biggest things if you want to be successful at this game is learning how to reposition things to where you want them, so that you can get through things that other people are going to struggle with. Damage reduction, health of all enemies. You want to look to what's going to help me kill them faster. Those are your first choices. Then it's what's going to keep me alive. Let's see. Alright, well, in this case we're going up. Just have a feeling this one still has 3 openings. The others were only going to give me 2 at most. Now we're on a revive level. Total damage reduction. In this case, I'll take damage reduction over health for part of my group. Will revive. And if you hit those revive towers when you only have 1 dead champion, you are most likely, you are going to bring back the champion that you want. Alright, so rather than push her, I'm going to bring in a Fulgur and keep moving. But the stuff that comes out of the statues are not going to stay up like your own team. Alright, we're out of things that... So now we're at the point where we're only going to have 1 more. This one will open too. you're stuck with whatever you're left with. There's no reason in quitting and starting over just to have your own team back. Just keep moving forward. As long as your units are able to stay up and fight, for the most part, you're good. Now, there is a temptation to hit this whenever you have these choices. We're going to reduce 5. But if you hit those diamonds, it's just random. You have no idea what's coming. I mean completely random. You can destroy, if you've got a gold chest, you can just end up destroying everything's in there. So don't. I just don't. Total damage. And we finally found the boss. Good grief. Okay. Just frustrating whenever it goes like that. Alright, so we'll bring in the female Lycanus. But like I said, the ones that come out of the statues, they're just not as good. We keep marching through. Alright, so we got the boss. We found him early on this floor. Now we just open whatever we can get for free without fighting. Because we are not running a sustained comp. We're not running a bunch of healing in our team. There is good cause for you to do so. We can pull our item bag, use this, bring up our female lionstone, bring her back into the fold, bring that over. Looks like we're okay. What do we got? The Crystal of Wrath. I like the Crystal of Wrath. Because, remember, we're going to spend most of our time with our ult up. Or very high. In fact, every 5 seconds, at least 2 of them, this is going to tick. Which gives you 2% health per second. This doesn't sound like a lot. If you can pick up 2 or 3 of them, it's enough to keep your main team going. And of course, that goes straight, and we hit. That went harder than it should have, because I messed up. See, there's our boss. So we won't have to kill anything on this floor. except him. We'll help our tank champions out. Don't forget to get your gold. Do your healing. Waste not, want not. Pick up whatever you're getting, because we don't get to choose right now. Restores all champions' health by 20%, defeated champions excluded. It's a very good one. The energy gem. There's no reason at all to run 2 of the energy gem. It's like the rage potion. There's no reason to run 2 of them. Once you've got 1, you're done. You've got that. So, and that's the case with several of the gold pieces. So we'll increase the attack of all teammates by 20%, and we will be happy with that. %. 10% for our mages and marchers. And see, that's only the back row, so we'll reduce health of all enemies. All is better than some. Alright, so one of the things you shouldn't do is get your DPS split up. Because if you keep your DPS together, so they're focusing things down, you'll be able to take out units much faster. And then you have less damage coming in at you. And there's that. We pick up our things. Remember what I said? Well, these are both 90%. So those are great. Those are fabulous deals. They're better than everything. The 80%, it can be a good deal. It's just a question of whether you want to turn to a guaranteed 300 or hope that you turn out okay. That's the critical axe, or the splashing axe. Yeah, sometimes you'll have to go, that's your critical bow. And you're able to pick which things you want to grab at each level. And it's real easy, because all you're doing is going right back out and hitting the safe level and starting it over. Yes. Now, you do not want to move forward, because this will become static if you move forward. And see, here is why we did it. Now I have exactly what I want. We've got the Potion of Rage. No problem. We got an extra Crystal of Wrath. Okay. Total damage. Okay, we'll do that. And forget it. Okay. So now we're ready to move on. I want you to realize we just got, without any question, the ability to do this. As soon as the battle starts, everything alts. Everything. And then everything, as you can see, they're already filled back up because 5 seconds. Alright. I hope this has been a helpful tip, as well as continuing to work through our dungeon descent. Have a good day. This has been The Oncoming Storm. Look forward to seeing you for the next section.